so long you felt the heat evaporating your bindings. Move like the sunlight, darkness can't hold you here. Bold and bright, push through the atmosphere. This is your dawn, this is your break. Move like the, move like the, move like the sunlight, darkness can't hold you here. Bold and bright, push through the atmosphere. This is your dawn, this is your break. Move like the, move like the. I know the sadness that cripples you. It comes in waves and out of the blue. But there are days you feel freedom too. Bask in the glorious lightning. Move like the sunlight, darkness can't hold you here. Bold and bright, push through the atmosphere. This is your dawn, this is your break. Move like the, move like the, move like the sunlight, darkness can't hold you here. Bold and bright, push through the atmosphere. This is your dawn, this is your break. Move like the, 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 move like the. Radiate, radiate, radiate. Gravitate, gravitate, gravitate. Innovate, innovate, innovate. Move like the sunlight.
You used to stop this world from spinning. Like Superman, you were the only one to find the strength in all that I was dealing with. This life like kryptonite. And if you keep me close, every minute in this hourglass you hold. Oh, 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 and when I fall too deep, will you be there when I'm ready to save me? A superhero in me. A superhero in me. nights at night. A breath had born in the black wind where the shadows lie. Deep inside despair, our hearts grow fierce, our minds aware. We carry on, oh, we carry on, carry on. It's always darkest before the dawn. It's always quiet before the storm. We are not afraid. We journey on the road until tomorrow that hope has been.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Outlaw Dirt Series. We are here at Lucas Oil Speedway for, believe this is week 5 of our series. Yes, it is. So week 5, only 3 races left of the series here in Outlaw Dirt Series for super late models. Great field of cars out here tonight. Definitely breaking in the track the best they can. Right now, we're gonna hop on board with a driver that's well known here in Outlaw Dirt Series, JP Shed, always having the best time here. Also, his teammate Willie, right there in the 23 machine. So Willie and JP definitely teammates out here tonight to get a win. Marshall is also out here sitting second, but Brandon Geislight sitting pole right now. He's out on the racetrack. Cooper Cord's in the house as well. Bickford also as well as in the house. Same as some of the FTM guys, Gene Reynolds and Bachman. Looks like about, I want to say about 18 people, so it looks like maybe everybody will go to the A, so hopefully it'll be a quick show. But I think we are getting ready for qualifying now, if I think. Yes, we are. So qualifying is coming up. New driver also out here, Duke Drake. Duke Drake also one of the new drivers out here. So make sure you guys keep an eye out on him as he progresses through iRacing. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Qualifying about to take off. Dean Reynolds, the first car to hop out onto the racetrack in the beautiful 79 machine. Dean Reynolds trying to get a good run here tonight in Outlaw Dirt Series, as it's been a while for him. But first lap going in the books for Mr. Dean Reynolds. We'll see what lap he can put down. Lap number 1 for Reynolds is 14.235. 14.235, so he's going to put him in third. Bickford's going to go to the top of the racetrack now, or top of the leaderboard with a 2.28. Then Geislight comes right back at him with a 2.13. 14.213. And second lap for Geislight, faster, 173. That's going to put him second quick. And it's going to put Joseph Grandy with a 14.154. First right now. Bickford sitting fourth. Turner, last lap. He's going to stay sixth. No, he's going to jump to the leaderboard. He's going to jump up to a 14.139. And Cuddy's going to also jump up as well, beat that time of as well with a 14.084. So Willie Cuddy on the top of the leaderboard right now for lap number 2. Is it faster? No, it's going to be slower at the 14.144. Daniel Adam qualifies with a 14.269. Last lap coming around the front stretch this time by. Faster. He's going to put him third quick with a 1.3. Oh my God. Everyone's just beating lap times after another. Marshall also getting back up there. Marshall's up to the top now. So Marshall's going to sit on top with a 14.065. Cody's going to be right behind him, and Jesse's going to come right out top in the top 3 as well. So that's going to round out your qualifying here tonight. Let's take out the results here. Marshall on top with the 14.065. Cody right behind him with the 14.073. Jesse also right there with the 14.077. And another driver hitting 14.0s is Willie Cuddy. The rest, Scott, Daniel, Turner, JP, Joseph, David, Brandon, Dean Reynolds. So it looks like about 20 people. So 2 people going home tonight, sadly. But that's going to wrap up qualifying, guys, as we get ready for heat race number 1. Let me know who you guys are cheering for tonight. No Scott here tonight as well. Was hoping to see him, but he's going to take his off week this week for his supers, so don't blame him. I believe we got 2 heats. Yes, we do. So let's get our heat races up and ready to rock and roll. Heat race number 1 lines up like this, ladies and gentlemen. Starting on the inside of row number 1 will be Marshall. On the outside of him will be Jesse. Inside row number 2 will be Scott Dobbs and Turner Knuckles.
Right,
Sorry. And inside of row number 3 will be Joseph Grandy and Brandon Geiswhite. And inside of row number 4 will be Bryce Stafferson and Cooper Accord on the outside of him. Inside row number 5 will be Brody Center and Curtis Stafferson as well. And that will round up your heat race lineup as we get ready. 8 laps of distance. Top 2 automatically advance.
Yeah, you're blinking, Brandon. It's just every once in a while, bro. You're clear right now.
Couple people blinking.
Yeah, it might clear. I want to get going. I'm patient with it.
Don't mind me as you see that. Just trying to get the volume right for you guys to where you can be able to hear them as well. Should have no cautions in the heat races. I don't think this one you're going to see a lot, mostly with these guys up front. Great looking wraps on all of these guys. Jesse trying to get another one here in Outlaw Dirt Series. Last week he had a great run, but ended up losing that second position over Devin Howard at Cedar Lake. So he's going to try to get a good start here, maybe take first and start forward this tonight's 50 lap main. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Out of 4 we are, and we are racing. Green flag waving for heat race number 1. Marshall leading this race in the 83 machine. Jesse holding off P2. Scott Dobbs in 29 machine trying to lead the inside of Jesse, trying to take that second position inching away. The one car of Turner hits the inside tire. Not as much damage, loses Summit. Bryson in the 18 machine, sorry, 21 machine. Oh, sorry, 2 18 machines. Brothers actually going at it right now for 5th right now. As battle for 2nd still heating up between Richard and Dobbs. So Dobbs trying everything right now. The 29 machine to get up there, as that bottom's right there, still in the racetrack. Top has not come in. 5 laps to go already in heat race number 1. Coming to 4 to go. Stay on board with 2nd place as he runs down the leader of Marshall, and leader of 2nd place disappears a little bit right there, but Marshall holding his line right now. Richard gets up tight, pushes him. It's going to give Scott Dobbs a chance now. Scott Dobbs had it checked up big time, gets tight, pushes up the racetrack. He's going to possibly get a run here down the back stretch into 3 and 4. Does he get a run here? Almost. Knuckles almost came in a little bit too hot. Knuckles trying to get that one car up another spot to get a good spot in tonight's transfer race. Scott Dobbs right there. Jesse gets into a tire. Looks like his white flag is waving for Marshall. 1 to go for Marshall. Battle for 2nd between Jesse and Dobbs. Can Dobbs steal it at the line? We don't know. Going into 4 this time by Jesse will hold off P2 for the last transfer spot. Marshall and Jesse both advanced. Scott, Turner, Bryson, Curtis, Brody, Brandon, Joseph, and Cooper all go home or into the consi.
That was a great race, guys. Let's keep that up for the rest of the night.
Heat race number 2 lines up like this, ladies and gentlemen. Starting in the inside of row number 1 will be Cody Ritchie. And outside of him, it will be Willie Cuddy. Inside row number 2 will be Daniel Adam and JP Shed. On the outside of him, inside row number 3 will be David Allen and Dean Reynolds. Inside row number 4 will be Tyler Bickford and Samuel Bachman. And inside row number 5 will be Devin Howard and Duke Drake. Duke Drake tagging the end of the field in heat race number 2. Duke with it's supposed to be a number 9 car. I'm not too sure why his number is not popping up. We'll probably talk to him about that. We'll see how it goes, you know.
Yeah, you should be able to come back to paint. That's how everybody was able to do it. And it's basically like if you crash, you'd be able to.
All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Casey Childers is also in the house. Austin Linmore. A couple guys joined, actually. Not too sure if they could have raced. Someone might be having a spotter on them. Doesn't look like it. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Heat race number 2 about to take off into 3 and 4. Green flag waving.
Green flag, green flag.
Cody holding off Willie Cuddy for P2. Daniel Adam right there in 3rd. Battle for 3rd, actually. As he goes 3 wide with David and JP. He's going to go down low, get underneath JP here. JP's going to get a momentum going right there. Willie Cuddy's going to get a run on Cody. Side by side for the lead. Willie's looking for it. He's tight, Gets up the racetrack. Everybody lunges up. JP is right behind him. Still side by side action going on. David Allen getting around Daniel Adam right there. And then 94 machine. Daniel tries down low. Slider possibly was not trying to come up, and JP loses some momentum. David gets around him once again. Cuddy and JP are on the move in heat race number 2 as the track has moved up to the middle of the racetrack, as you guys can tell. Willie trying to make some moves. David and Daniel get a little bit of contact. Dean Reynolds moves up, same as Devin Howard. Devin Howard up to 4th. Dean Reynolds battling for 5th now. But David, he's not giving up on the outside. The 94 machine is on a move on the top side of this racetrack here tonight. Cuddy and JP still battling out for second, trying to run down your leader. Willie gets a run down the back in the front stretch. 3 laps to go in tonight's race. 2 laps to go, sorry. Willie's going to stay on top a little bit tight. He's going to run the cushion. JP right there, not giving up. Here comes the slider for the lead now. Down low, not going to stick it. White flag waving side by side going down the backstretch. Cuddy's going to go to the top. Cody on the top, and Cody will hold off Heat 1. Willie Cuddy second. So what a race that was for Heat Race number 2, ladies and gentlemen. This is how it ended up. Cuddy finishing first, Willie second, JP, David, Devin, Dean, Tyler, Samuel, Daniel, and Duke all to the Conti.
Pretty sporty out there, Tommy.
C Main, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Starting in and inside of row number 1, we Scott Dobbs and Turner Knuckles on the inside, outside of him. Inside of row number 2 will be Bryson Dafferson and Curtis Dafferson on the outside of him. Brothers starting next to each other. Inside row number 3 will be Brody Center and Brandon Geiswhite and Joseph Graney inside of row number 4 and Cooper Core tagging the end of the field. What a stacked Conti here. 10 laps. And not too sure who missed start. Cooper and Scott missed start, so that's gonna put the 18 of Bryson up in the lead now.
Everybody should make the show. There might be like
Two people don't make the show. 2 people. But yeah, no, you're right. Everyone in this Conti does make it. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Into 1 and 2 we go. Into 3 and 4, here we go. Green flag waving for your C Main.
green.
10 laps to distant. Bryson gets the lead. Knuckles falls back to P3. Side by side battling going on. 28 gets a little bit tight in the back. Brandon Geiswhite trying to get around this mess of cars in front of him. The 18 trying to get a run. As he's 6'6" right now. Scott Dobbs late on the track, so he was late. Cooper Cord not out there, so Cooper is going to be out of the race tonight. Bryson up front leading this race. Turner trying to get a run down on the 1 machine as we're coming to 7 laps to go out of 4. Brandon Geiswhite gets another pass for 5th. Geiswhite takes 5th away. Gas Money is on the move. Can he get around Brody Cutter going down to 3 and 4? He's side by side with Curtis. Curtis not clears, but he's going to force himself up. He's still there battling for 5th and 4th now. Curtis takes 4th away. Brandon not giving up. The 28 does not give him any room. Brandon also right there. Bryson out front right now. Turner goes for a slider in the 1 and 2. Battle for the lead. Turner battling back and forth for the lead now in the 1 and the 18. You see Bryson trying to hold him off. Bryson looking good in the 18 machine out of 4. He's going to go down low, run the middle. Top might be coming in finally. Joseph Granny also trying to get a run right now. He's in the 518. Sorry, so it's 518 of Granny. You like the car. I can't tell if there's a 5 on it or it's 18, but I believe it is a 518. But Knuckles is out, and Geiswhite with some nose damage, definitely front end damage. And we're gonna take a look right now, see what happened. Give me a second, guys. Hopefully we got enough time. Yeah, right here, the 18 machine of Brandon Geiswhite. Just got into the tire right there, sends it in a little bit too early down low and just clips the tire. So Geiswhite, sad to see that. It's for gas money.
We just know you were racing hard. That's all we really.
So, a little bit of a racing deal on that. Race is still under a caution. That's good. I was just hoping to hold him off. Not too sure. Guys White's still out there. Yeah, there he is. So only 3 laps to go. They're on lap 8. So Guys White to the end of the field once again. Just keep your eye peeled on him as he gets ready for another race. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen, back to green flag. I do apologize. Bryson takes us racing once again. 2 laps to go. The C-Main. C-Main looks like is going to be on Bryson as the guys are battling in the back. Joseph Granny trying to get a run on Turner here, but here comes Curtis as well. Curtis in the 115 trying to make some moves late in the race. White flag waving in C-Main. Knuckles right there. Curtis into the tire. Curtis does not brake somehow. He's going to stay right there in P4, and that's going to put Bryson to the front for a good starting position. And your C-Main, or A-Main, sorry. So Bryson ends up winning C-Main. Turner right there second. Joseph Granny, Curtis Scott, Brody, and Brandon both advance. Cooper Cord out of the race tonight.
C-Main, winner C-Main, please go to broadcast waiting room.
Let's get heat race, or B-Main lineup. Starting in the inside of row number 1 will be JP Shed. On the outside of him will be David Allen. Inside row number 2 will be Devin Howard and Dean Reynolds on the outside of him. Inside row number 3 will be Tyler Bickford and Samuel Bachman. On the outside of him, inside row number 4 will be Daniel Adam and Duke Drake. That will round out your B-Main.
Is it not working for you, Ashton? You must have not been here whenever it all went live.
Let's bring in Bryson real quick, ladies and gentlemen, as I get on a driver real quick.
Alright, second seven for one of you all.
Bryson, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. How's it going?
Doing all right, man. Hey, great performance out there during the C-Main. How do you feel out there with the track condition, and how you think tonight's 50-lap A-Main going to play out for you?
I feel pretty good. I mean, I feel a little too free, but I just moved to Texas, and I hooked my stuff up a couple days ago, and my steering wheel feels a little different, so I'm just trying to get used to that. But 50 laps is a long time. Just keep the tires under me, and hopefully it'll be somewhere close near the end, and hopefully I can capitalize.
100%, man. Well, Bryson, congrats on the C-Main win, and hopefully we'll talk to you again later tonight.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
C-Main about to take off. Here we go. JP Shed out front leading this race. Devin Howard right there. He's looking pretty good holding off David Allen at 94 for second. Devin's not going to give it up easily. JP's going to straight run the middle. Samuel, oh my God, loses his spoiler, but does not. Comes right back. Duke, like I said, he's one guy who's new to these. Just give him some time. Like I said, he's new to all these leagues and all that, so he's definitely got to learn some new stuff. But Devin Howard battle JP Shed for the lead now as we're 8 laps to go in your B-Main. 8 laps remaining side by side for first. Devin's looking on the inside of him. Takes it down the front stretch out of 4. Devin leads lap number 8. 7 to go. Devin with the great run. David also gets a run out outside of JP there. And here comes Tyler Bickford as well. Bickford in the 07 machine on the move. Bickford on the outside of the track, making it work. He's trying to get around JP here. JP's going to probably just slide up. Yes, he is. He's going to go right back down low. Tyler Bickford trying to hold him off. Bickford gets a nice run once again out of 4. He's going to stay right there right now. Dean Reynolds holding off your last transfer spot as Samuel gets around him on the bottom. Bickford takes third away from JP. JP falls back to P4. laps remaining. David Allen slowly gaining on your leader, Devin Howard. Devin Howard losing some momentum on the racetrack, ladies and gentlemen, but Tyler Bickford is also your fastest car on the track, and as I say that, Devin hits the infield tractor tire, and that's going to give him some wheel damage. As you can tell, his front left is broken. Not too sure how he is driving now. He is pulling a Scott Boomquist, ladies and gentlemen. 2 laps remaining, and he in your B main. And yellow is out, and it is on Drake. Drake will bring out the yellow. Take a look at the
Alright, guys, this will be a
replay.
green-white checkered. Green-white checkered finish here. It'll be one. Yeah, just do your thing. Green-white checkered.
Devin
Let us know how
or
long you got.
Drake gets a little bit too high. But like I said, he's very new, a little bit too much throttle. Gets over the cushion, sends him into the wall, breaks right there. Yeah, I mean, it happens all the time. It's just how it is, how it rolls. But Duke is going to be in the pits. And Devin Howard is going to take his fast repair. So he's going to go in for a fast repair, ladies and gentlemen. Only 3 laps ago, I would have just finished that race where he was. But we're getting ready to go back to 1 to green, waiting on Duke. Duke getting his car repaired right now. Not too sure how much time he's got left, but the pace truck lights are about to kick off. And here they go. Pace truck lights are off. We are 1 to go.
Hang on, we're not going green.
And we are not going green, so we're going to wait on Duke here.
Make it out. We should make sure.
So cars go around one more time. And here he comes, ladies and gentlemen. Duke Drake comes right back out onto the racetrack to get, hopefully, a spot to advance into tonight's A-Main. But pace car lights are back off, going down the front stretch. Single file restart. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. David Allen trying to get his B main win here tonight. Tyler Bickford on the move, and we are racing in your B main with 2 laps to go. Bickford with a okay start. David Allen leading this race right now. David with a great run in the middle, but Bickford's on top. JP also right there in third. White flag waving for David. David's right there. Bickford gets a last run push into 3 and 4. Bickford's going to go top. David on the top. Sorry, Bickford on top. David side by side down the front stretch. David Allen wins it by just an inch, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God. What a race that was.
David, go ahead and go to broadcast.
David, Tyler,
Your,
JP, Daniel, Dean,
B-main,
Samuel, and the rest,
T-Rex,
except for
B-main
Duke,
win.
will
Interview.
stay. Duke automatically out of the race. I do apologize that for Duke, but hey, congrats on that, man. Let's get into your B main interview real quick. David, you got a copy?
Yeah.
Hey, man, you looked pretty good out there. Bickford definitely gave his best shot out there at the last lap. Were you kind of nervous when you took the green white checkered there at the last lap in your B main?
My relative, I saw Tyler was coming, like he was rolling on the top or something, and I was just trying to hold the bottom, cause I was no good on the top, so I was just trying to roll the bottom the best I could. And when that green white checker came out, I was like, okay, I can work with this, and I think it played out in my favor. He was just gonna blow my doors off, and I got a really good start, and then just inches beating him.
Oh yeah, 100%, man. Well, 50 laps tonight. What's your plans for this 50 lap A main here tonight?
Well, I would say I would throw on some threes or fours all the way around, but iRacing doesn't let you do that. But I'm just gonna try to survive and save as long as I possibly can, and just keep digging, just small increments. Keep
All
my
right.
tires under me.
Well, all right, David. Well, I wish you the best of luck, man, and hopefully we talk to you again later tonight.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, let's gonna bring in our heat race interviews. We're gonna bring in Marshall. Hey, Marshall, we got a copy. Marshall, we got a copy.
My bad.
Oh no, you're all good, man. Hey, take us back through Heat One. How you felt and how you think tonight's 50 lap gonna play out your way.
Really wasn't expecting the bottom to be there in the heat race. From everything I've ran before, it's just straight around the top. So hopefully for this feature, I got the right setup in and made the right adjustments.
Well, man, I wish you the best of luck, Marshall, and hopefully we talk to you again later tonight, man.
All right, thank you.
All right, well, that was Marshall, your Heat Race #1 winner. Let's bring in Cody, your Heat #2 winner. Cody, you got a copy.
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, man, dominant performance in Heat 2. Looked pretty good out there. Take us back how you felt and what you got to do to prepare yourself for a 50 lap A main here tonight.
Yeah, I knew I just had to stay out in front of Cuddy and JP. Track was pretty tacky, so I knew if I just stayed on the bottom, I'd be pretty all right. Don't really run Lucas too much, so I just got to trust the twisted speed setups here in the feature and just see what happens. Just try to hold on.
100%, man. Well, Cody, I wish you the best of luck, and hopefully you can get it done here tonight.
All right, thank you.
Yes, sir. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, that's going to wrap up your interviews. Guys are out on the racetrack breaking it in. I believe they're doing 5 minutes. I do believe. So, yeah, we're just going to hop on board with somebody real quick. We'll hop on Scott Dobbs. Get a nice in-car look of the track. Scott Dobbs right now, right here. Let's see where he's going to be running. He's looking towards the middle of the racetrack, so the middle of the racetrack might be in. Definitely top in green floor, as you can tell. Do apologize for that, but he's gonna try everything out. We'll hop on Joseph Grandy not on the racetrack. Hop on Cody, your Heat 2 winner. See where he's running. He's sticking to like a slider line right now. Your fastest guy on the track is Devin Howard, so Devin Howard is your fastest guy. Second quick is Marshall. Marshall did qualify pole for tonight's A main, so hopefully he can get it done here tonight. But might have 13 seconds till we advance, so I'm gonna be right back, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, guys.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go with your starting lineup for tonight's A main. Going from the back of the pack, here we go. Starting from outside of row number 9 will be Devin Howard. Devin Howard starting on the outside of row number 9. Inside of him would be Brandon Geiswhite, Gas Money. Outside row number 8 will be Samuel Bachman and Brody Carter. Outside of row number 7 will be Dean Reynolds and Scott Dobbs.
Wherever you finish at.
Outside row number 6 will be Daniel Adam and Curtis Jefferson. Outside row number 5 would be JP Shed and Joseph Granny. Outside of row number 4 would be Tyler Bickford and Turner Knuckles. Outside of row number 3 will be David Allen and Bryson Dafferson. I know it's not Dafferson. I just got the S for some reason, so it's Daffer. If I say your name, Daffer. Outside of row number 2 would be Willie Cuddy and Jesse Richer right there as well. And here is your front 2 starters. On the outside of row number 1 would be Cody Ritchie. And also starting pole here tonight would be Thaddeus Marshall. I do apologize for that, Marshall, if I say your first name wrong. But 50 laps to distance here tonight. Who are you all betting on? I have to go with... see, I want to go with Bickford. I think Bickford can put on a good show. I think Bickford's a guy to watch here tonight.
That's kind of sucks to get.
Chris Thibodeau in the chat. What's going on, Chris? Haven't seen Chris Thibodeau in a while. I wish he could come back and race with us, Chris. But all right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. About to go green out of turn number 4. Into 3 and 4 we go. Marshall takes us green flag racing out of 4.
Green flag, green flag.
Marshall with a great start. Bryson, the 18 machine, looking pretty good as well. Up to second now, and caution is out already. And Daniel involved in the wreck. Let's take a look at the replay. So Daniel right there starting next to Scott Dobbs. A little bit of contact with JP and Curtis right there. Running that outside. The 28 machine came up a little bit too much. Brandon the gas money had nowhere to go, so he's got some front end damage now. So gas money going to pits. Curtis Stafferson in the pits as well. There's Daniel. Gas money out on the racetrack still. No fast repair. That's going to be on the 28 machine right there of... give me a second, guys. I want to get his name correct. It's going to be on Brody Carter. So Brody Carter brings out our caution here tonight. So single file restart to start off the A main, as we didn't even get a couple laps in. Pace truck lights are off. We are going 1 to green. Marshall leading up front. Bryson had a great start in the 18 machine. He's up to 3rd now. Here we go into 3 and 4 now. Green flag waving.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag waving. Marshall leads us through lap number 1 right now. Bryson takes P number 2 away from Cody. Cody slides up the racetrack over to banking. Willie Cuddy right there underneath him as well. Cuddy up to 3rd now. Cuddy took a look on the inside of 18. A little bit of a tap there. Not too much though. Side by side battling right now for 3rd with Cuddy. Cody and Willie battling side by side real good right now. 18 machine. Bryson holding him off. Bryson goes down low. Cuddy had to check up a little bit. Cuddy falls back. Takes 3rd away actually from Cody. The bottom of the racetrack seems to be definitely in right now. Some of the drivers are running in. 46 laps to go already in tonight's game main, so 4 laps completed in tonight's race. Cuddy and Bryson, a little bit of contact being made there. Cuddy pushes up the racetrack, still pushing the 18 machine. Still there, trying to get off each other. Cuddy trying to get off. Still right there, side by side. Cuddy not giving them any room, just dooring them still. 18 to Bryson. Ain't going to be happy about that. As he goes in, it's going to spin him a little bit. Saves it. Cody gets right back underneath. Here comes Turner. Turner in the one machine. Try to get some run. Cody on the inside of Bryce. Bryson right there. Bryson's going to take third away from Cody. Cody falls back to P4 from the second now. Side by side, still holding his line, trying to hold his line just a little bit. Crisscross going on. Bryson with some nose damage as we're 42 laps to go. Cuddy trying to hunt down your leader. Your leader pretty much has a good couple seconds on him, at least 2 seconds, I want to say. Battle for third still hitting up as Cody's still not giving up. So is Turner. Turner in the one machine was fast all night. Just couldn't get around anybody as he's battling for P4 now. Oh, into Cuddy he goes. Cuddy goes up the racetrack. He loses a couple spots, loses 5 ground. There's 5 spots right there. Turner gets into him. Bigford slowly moving up the racetrack as well, saving some tires. Knuckles trying to get around some people early in the race. Joseph Grandy holding him off right now. Grandy in 4th. Bryson still holds off P3, but Grandy's holding off Knuckles right there. David Allen, your B main winner, up to 6 right now. Side by side with Knuckles. Knuckles not giving up. Knuckles going to stick to the bottom of the racetrack. David's going to stick to the top. David feels comfortable on the top. But here comes Bickford. Bickford also on the move. 38 laps to go in tonight's A main. Actually, 37, sorry. 37 to go. Bryson has, like I said, some nose damage, which is going to slow him down as Joseph Grandy slowly gets some spots back on him. David Allen on the move in the 94 machine. He's looking pretty good out there in the 94 machine. David right there. Joseph Grandy not going to try to let him by. He's going to peek to the inside right here. Not clear. He's going to stick right there, though. Joseph gets a run in the middle. Side-by-side action for 4th right now. David Allen looking for 4th. A little bit of contact there with Grandy. He's going to go back to the top of the racetrack. Here comes Knuckles in the one machine as well. Knuckles staying right behind Allen. A 3-car battle for 4th right now as they're trying to catch up to Bryson. Bryson has a little bit of contact damage with Cuddy early in the race as we're 33 laps to go in tonight's main. Sorry, 33, yes, now it changed. Thank you. Bryson losing some momentum. Joseph Grandy slowly reeling him in. David Allen a little bit tight on the top, still tight, still pushing up the racetrack, loses some ground, but he holds his line. Side by side, still going on right now in the back. David Allen slowly gaining some spots. Laps are closing down as we're 31 to go. Cuddy also running down your leader right now. Cuddy slowly running him down with 31 laps to go. You gotta think maybe some of these guys are not saving some tires as this track's starting to slick off a little bit. Joseph Grandy still holding off P number 4, but David trying to get around him clean as he can on the top. He gets a little bit side-by-side action with Bryson there. Bryson gets a little there. Joseph Grandy's going to pick it down low, probably get some momentum with that groove there. David gets a run on outside. David takes it right back. As I say that, David jumps the cushion. Grandy takes it right back. 27 laps to go. Oh, sorry, no. Not 27, 28. Who was that? Who is that pulled in? Brody. Brody Carter pulls into the racetrack, the 28 machine. Let's take a look and see what happened as he goes in for a fast repair. The 28 machine right there, Marshall.
I didn't call it.
Side by side with him. And Brody just gonna, yeah, yeah, just hit the wall, and he's just going to pull in right here. I'm not too sure.
Well, shoot, we're 23 laps in.
Who called the caution here? But Brody, I think it might have been... might have been iRacing caution, to be honest with you guys. So
Alright, what happened to everybody else?
Alright, everybody say hi, say hi.
and it looked like they're gonna give Cody his lap around as he is a lap down.
Hang on, we're not going green.
So we're gonna go one more time around as Cody gets his wave around. Sorry, Brody. So Marshall up front leading right now. Laps go. Oh my God! Pace truck lights go off. We are 1 to green. Double back up, coming to 27 laps to go. Good couple green flag action right there. Only 2 cautions throughout the night. Hopefully you'll stay like that. But here we go into 3 and 4 this time. 5 Marshall's going to take us. We are racing once again. Green flag waving. Bryson holding off P3 as best he can. Joseph Granny gets a run on outside. Granny takes third away from Bryson. Here comes Knuckles. Knuckles on the outside of Bryson as well. David Allen right there side by side. Contact being made. Cars 3, 4 wide in the back. All battling for good positions. Bryson's in the middle of it. Bryson's just trying to get his momentum back into business as he goes up the racetrack. Loses more ground. Side by side with JP. JP gets down low and hits Brandon. And Cody. Brody, oh my God, sorry. Brody will bring out, I believe, another caution as he got into the back of Curtis. And Curtis just hit the infield tire, so he's going to go in and get repaired now. So Curtis trying to get around him on the bottom, gets around. Holding his line pretty good. But coming into 1 right here as they're all bunched up. Yeah, just comes in a little bit too high. I'm not too sure, and maybe there wasn't even contact. Maybe Curtis just spun on his own. I don't know. We're going to find out what the admins do. $25 laps to go. Marshall still leading this race. Bryson went in for a fast repair as he gets the 18 machine back together. And we are double fouled once again. I believe pace truck is off. Yes, we are. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. 24 laps to go. 24 to go early in this race. Can the guys keep it up, keep it clean? We're going to find out. Into 3 and 4, we are racing once again.
Green, green, green.
Side by side battling. Cuddy gets a little bit of contact from Joseph Granny. Granny comes up the racetrack. Here comes Devin Howard, the guy who stole second, and yellow is out once again. And not too sure what happened. Samuel involved, gas money involved. Let's take a look and see what happened here, shall we? Hop on board Samuel. The 007 of Samuel Bachman right there. See,
So,
gas money just came in a little bit too hot and tagged Samuel there, so a little bit of a bump there. Nothing too personal though. Single file restart this time by, I'm guessing.
Alright, everyone, it will be single file sequence. Remember, no jumping restarting.
JP gets a fast repair, I believe. So as I say, caution free for a couple laps. Well, I lied there, ladies and gentlemen. I do apologize. I thought for sure we could have a good race. Hey, listen, Ben Hauer, I believe Devin has a shot as he worked his way up into the top 5 there. But he's sitting P6 right now, so here we go, back to green, coming out of 4. Marshall takes us racing.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag, baby, once again, 23 laps to go. Randy working the outside of the racetrack in the 18 machine, trying to get a run on Cuddy here. Cuddy also trying to get a run on Marshall. Side by side with Marshall. Cuddy looking for a lead. Devin Howard up into the top 5 as he gets around Knuckles. He's going to stick into the middle of the racetrack where he feels fast. Slider for that 5th position, takes it. Knuckles right back underneath. Knuckles maybe trying to slide or stick to the bottom. He's going to stick to the bottom. Howard stays on the top though. Battle for the lead. Cuddy on the very bottom. Joseph Graney, 3-car battle for the lead as we got 21 laps to go. Joseph Graney and Marshall working the top of the racetrack as the only one. Cuddy's working the bottom. Side by side for 4th as well for David and Devin. Devin trying his best as Daniel Adam is up in the mix now. We're going to stay on the battle for 1st right now. Cuddy and Joseph Graney trying to get around Marshall side by side down the front stretch. Marshall still holds them off. Cuddy trying everything in the 23 machine to go back to back in the Super Late Modes this week. And yellow is out, and that's going to put Brody out of the race. That was definitely his 3rd caution that he should be done for the night. We're going to hop on board, see what happened here. So the 18 and the 28 machine, yeah, it just looks like he got up, came up in the 18 of, oof, and just loses it. Yeah, so Cody, he's going to have to be parked here tonight. Cody, please remove him from the lobby.
Alright, buddy, we're gonna have to have two bodies tonight.
All right, back to green flag action. Once again, I do apologize for what happened on the stream. Brody not happy with Bryson there, even though that was all on him. So let's get back into the action. Joseph Graney holding off P3. We're side by side, back to green flag racing.
Green flag, green flag.
Cuddy sleeping on the start. Joseph Graney on the inside. Here comes Devin Howard. Devin Howard looking in the middle and outside of him of Daniel Adam. Daniel Adam running right there as well. David off the racetrack, loses a couple of spots once again. Daniel falls back, gets P4. Howard up to 5th now. Cuddy, Joseph Graney, you're 1, 2, 3 still, but here comes Daniel Adam, takes P3 in the back stretch. Adam is on the move in the 75 machine, ladies and gentlemen. Goes over the top of the banking, side by side for 3rd. Cuddy not giving up on Marshall. Cuddy all over him. Marshall right there side by side for 1st. Here comes Daniel Adam working the top side of the racetrack. 15 laps remaining. Side by side still, Cuddy right there, Daniel Adam right there as well. Daniel gets a nice run into 1 and 2 in the backstretch, but he loses it all right there. Cuddy gets in the back of the Marshall there, a little bit of contact. That's going to put a 4-car battle up for the lead now. Joseph Graney back in the mix. Daniel Adam gives him a better shot as he's down the backstretch. Willie Cuddy trying to hold off P2 now as Daniel's going to try to peek to the inside. Side by side for the lead still. Cuddy trying to take it away. Daniel working the top side still. 75 machine trying to get it working. Contact being made still between Cuddy and Marshall. Marshall holding off Cuddy for as long as he can, as he's got 12 laps to go. Daniel Adam looking to the inside of Cuddy there. He's going to lose a spot by a car length. Gains it right back there on the top side. 3-car battle still. Cuddy looking for a slide job. Has to check up side by side for the lead. Cuddy still does not have it. Marshall has it by second. Side by side, Daniel Adam right there in the mix. Daniel not giving up. Here comes Devin Howard as well. Howard up in fourth. Daniel trying to take P2 away from Cuddy as he gets a run down the backstretch. He's going to take P2 away from Willie Cuddy. Willie Cuddy falls back to P3. Cuddy's going to stay side by side with him. 9 laps to go. Daniel Adam up to second. And yellow is out, and Daniel does not get a break here tonight. Oh my God. Let's take a look and see what we just missed. We'll say maybe on Cody Samuel going in. So is Cody. Cody's got some rear end damage, it looks like, and backs up into him by mistake. Let's take a look at the replay as it pops up. A little bit too far. All right. Oh, I did not just do that. I did do that. I do apologize. Oh, I'm losing it tonight, guys. I'm losing it. Alright, let's, I'm not even on the right guy. Oh, here we go. So it looks like it's going to be on David here. Cody was racing. David comes in a little bit too hot, spins him, and everybody else cannot avoid. So David's going to be served the EOL for the night, I do believe. Yes, he is. Tough break for David Allen as he was moving through the field. But pace truck is off, and we are getting ready to go. 10 laps to go, single file. 9 laps remaining when we go green. Green flag waving once again for Marshall. Daniel Adam trying to peek to the inside on the start. Daniel's going to stick to the top. Devin Howard also right behind him. 4-car battle for second now. 3-car battle for second, sorry. Daniel's going to peek to the inside. Devin Howard on the top. Leader falls back. This is some ground. Daniel right there, side by side for second. Cooper right there. Or sorry, oh my God, why am I saying Cooper? Cuddy right there. 8 laps remaining in tonight's A main. Daniel pushing the 75 machine to its limit. Can Devin Howard steal the show and get a last lap pass for third on Daniel? But Cuddy also trying to get a last lap pass on Marshall here for first as we're set coming to 6 to go. He's getting a nice run into 3 and 4. That nice little slider line. Cuddy looking pretty fast still on the racetrack. He is your fastest car out there right now. And yellow is out again, and it's on David. David brings out the yellow once again. So let's bring out David. We'll see what happened here. Running the top of the racetrack there with Cody. Right there with Dean Reynolds. Down the backstretch he goes. A little bit sideways there. Oh, and Dean Reynolds just comes up and just collects him a little bit. So that's actually going to be on Dean Reynolds. So Dean Reynolds going to have to be served at the EOL there. But 6, coming to 5 laps to go. Single file caution again. Marshall holding the lead right now, leading about 45 out of 50 so far. Can Marshall get the job done here tonight, ladies and gentlemen? We're gonna find out. Pace truck lights go out. We are 1 to green. One to green, single file. Here we go. Marshall still holding off the lead. Cuddy trying to get a run. Daniel waiting for one of the two to make a mistake. It could be anybody's ball game here tonight, and we are racing here again.
Green flag, green flag.
Marshall with a great start. Waited, saw Willie Cuddy trying to get a early jump start, but Daniel Adam trying to peek to the inside, maybe get a late run down low as that top has slowly gone away. Devin Howard working outside of him now. Devin Howard working outside the line of the 75 machine, trying to get around for third. Willie Cuddy's right there on his door for first. Marshall holding him off. Battles all over the racetrack. Battle for third and battle for first. 3 laps to go. Devin Howard trying to get around Daniel Adam for fourth. Cuddy side by side for the lead right now. Marshall's going to force him down low. Marshall's going to go up the racetrack. Cuddy side by side. Does Cuddy have it at the line? No, he doesn't. Cuddy has it. Does not have it at the line. Marshall holds it off. Side by side, still 2 to go. White flag out of 4, waving this time by. These two are going at it. Cuddy right there. Cuddy steals it at the line right now. White flag remaining. Marshall's going to give it all he's got on the last lap here. He's going to get a run down the backstretch, possibly cut down here. He's going to cut down the racetrack side by side. Cuddy gets a run. Side by side. And who's got at the line? Willie Cuddy steals the show with a first place finish here tonight in Outlaw Dirt Series. What a race that was, ladies and gentlemen. Willie Cuddy steals first from Marshall. Marshall falls back 2 seconds. Upbreak for Marshall leads almost every single lap, and Cuddy steals the show as he does some donuts. What a race that was, ladies and gentlemen. Best race we had in Outlaw Dirt Series, I want to say, in probably forever. But I'm kind of speechless right now, so
Yeah, good.
let's bring in the drivers real quick. We'll get a quick interview with the drivers. We'll start off with Daniel Adam, that finished P3. What a race that was, ladies and gentlemen. Give me a second as I get ready. Daniel, got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, strong performance by you. You definitely did not want to see caution as you got around Cuddy there for second, but stuff happens, I guess. Take us back how you felt and what you could have possibly done to maybe get around those guys if we didn't have any cautions.
Well, it'd have been a lot easier if I didn't get wrecked on the first lap and have to go to last, but yeah, I got around Cuddy, and then that caution came out, and that next restart I was a lot better than him and kind of got held up behind him and lost a little bit of ground, and yeah, just didn't have the tires that he had left in the jump that Thaddeus was getting from the pole, so kind of just settled for third after having to drive through the field.
Oh, yeah, 100%, man. Hey, great performance by you in the 75 machine. Definitely couldn't do any better. Great run. Is there anybody in the car you'd like to thank before taking off?
Yeah, I got to thank Speed Ranch, Excel, and then all my real sponsors.
All right, Daniel, like I said, congrats to you on a third place finish, and hopefully you see you again on Tuesday for the Pro Late Models.
Thank you, sir.
All right, well, that was Daniel Adam, Excel driver from Excel Sim Sports, finishing P3 here tonight. Let's head on Thaddeus Marshall. I keep forgetting his name. Let's bring in Marshall. Thaddeus, you got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Oh, man. Heartbreaking move on the end. You and Willie going at it pretty much for the last 5 laps. Take us back, man. What happened? What you could have done to maybe prevent that from losing the lead there on the last lap?
Honestly, I think if we didn't have 7 cautions, we went 23 laps green, and I had, I think, a second lead on him at one point, and I felt really comfortable anywhere I felt I could run really anywhere, and those cautions just kind of hurt. I never could get the tires to fire back up. like they were in the beginning of the race. Tried to get the run off the top in 1 and 2, and I thought I blocked them off just enough, but unfortunately, just lost by I don't even know how much it was.
I think it was just a little bit of your nose. I think you just lost it by just a little bit. It was pretty
Yeah,
tight.
yeah, it stings, to lead 49 out of the 50 laps and to lose it
Oh
by
yes.
0.02 of a second.
Oh yeah. You led 49 out of 50, and this Cuddy comes out of nowhere and steals it. I know the cautions did not help you out, man, but hey, you can't complain. You come out here, lead 49 out of 50, and you still ended up in the podium spot. Congrats to you. Is there anybody in the car you like to thank before taking off?
Well, I got to thank Stealth Performance Industries, Ethan Bowers for the wrap tonight, and my family for letting me do this, and then Outlaw Dirt Series for putting the event on, and you for putting on the broadcast.
Thank you, Thaddeus. And like I said, congrats to you on a nice podium finish. Sadly, just hundredth of a second off. It's a hundred. I mean, next week you could definitely get them.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, ladies, you know well, Thaddeus, your second place finisher here tonight. Let's bring in your guy, the man, the myth, the legend, Willie Cuddy. Willie, you got a copy?
I do.
Man, I can see you got a big smile on your face right now as you steal the show here tonight with the last lap pass. Take us back, man. How you feel and how did you end up doing that?
Man, he's a good smart driver, and so I knew he would know where the fast line is. Try to follow him there to, get sorted out, kind of keep pace with him, and then, once I got right on his bumper, kind of try some different lines out. The bottom in 3 and 4 was there, but you had to be so perfect to get the exit right. But and then around shoot, it was really early in the race, like lap 5. I thought we were not gonna make it to the end because a little bit of net code and us getting heated. I thought we were gonna wreck for second. But lo and behold, we stuck on and barely got it.
Oh yeah, 100%, man. I believe you stole it by a 100th of a second. I do believe. Man, I was freaking out in the booth right back here. I noticed you were starting to lose some ground there. Daniel did get past you before the caution came out. You think the cautions play a role here tonight as well?
They definitely do help at times. When we were checked out from third a lot, I was kind of ticked off. Because just like that, third place could get right under us and possibly pass one or both of us, just like Adam did. But the caution saved me there. Um, but the caution, Thaddeus, I hope I said his name right. Checked out. He's really consistent, and he kind of checked out if I got a bad start. So took me a while to gain back in, but all in all, cautions I guess helped a little bit.
Oh yeah, 100%, man. I think they did help you out. But hey, congrats to you, Willie, on a nice win, back-to-back super late model wins in Outlaw Dirt Series. Must feel good. Hope well, no, I'm gonna see you again on Tuesday for the pro late models. Before you go, is there anybody on the car you like to thank?
You will definitely see me on Tuesday. And I'd like to thank CSS, Bert over at Dirt Late Nation Design or Dirt Nation, yeah, Dirt Late Nation Designs. Um, and you and Sean and Bert for putting all this on, and Kryptonite Chassis, and just everybody that helps me out.
Well, Willie, that's a good way to end off the stream here tonight. So congrats to you on a nice win, and hopefully, like I said, definitely see you on Tuesday.
Thank you. You'll definitely see me.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna wrap up Outlaw Dirt Series. What a race that was! That's the only thing I can tell you guys. That was one of our best races we had here in Outlaw Dirt Series in a while, and I can't thank the guys, all of them that put on the show here tonight. Track came in nice, racing was nice. I think we put on a good show. But I am gonna wrap up tonight. Uh, and I'll be back on Tuesday for the Pro Late Models at Lernerville. I do apologize. I was just talking there. I don't know. Oh yeah, you were hearing me. Oh my god, I'm losing my mind. But we will be back for the Pro Late Models on Tuesday. I'll catch you guys later.